Hey, how you doing today, guys? Got a new type of video for y'all today. Recently acquired Gary's Mod, a game I've been very interested in getting for quite a while, but can never bring myself to because I mainly wanted to play it with friends, but none of my friends really wanted to play it. Oh, well, now we're down here, so I guess we'll start from the bottom. And now we're here, am I right? But, something new I want to try. I've always wanted to explore these sandbox or horror maps that are on Gary's Mod. I've been seeing them for so long, early since Gary's Mod first came out, and, YouTube was just getting popular, and, old YouTubers that are extremely popular now for the most part. Not all of them. Some of them have been definitely, I guess say it demoted. A lot of, well, I want to get into the YouTube drama either way. But it's just something I've been interested in doing, but none of my friends wants, not all of them, but most of them don't want to join me in exploring these kind of maps or doing like horror adventure maps. So, but now with this YouTube channel, I kind of have an excuse to do them, because now I'm not necessarily alone. I have a small audience, or just the thought of an audience gives me enough motivation to just kind of do these things. So what we got here is a sandbox map. I believe it's just something akin to an abandoned apartment complex. Nothing crazy. Most of the ones I'll be playing are meant to be horror based. Whether they really are or not, I don't know. Some of them might just be a empty map necessarily, but we kind of explore it and just would see what happens, if anything does, what we find. If you've seen the YouTuber, the Librarian, I've talked about him a few times in my previous horror videos. He has a lot of his channels like this. He just kind of explores these kind of empty maps, and he just comments on it as he goes, and it's pretty interesting because there's a lot of these maps out there that don't get spotlight on them, or that you probably never would have heard without stumbling upon them, really. So, with that out the way, we're just gonna start walking around and seeing what's up. Now, I know I fell off the top of the roof. I don't know if that was something that was meant to happen or not. Or, it's probably not meant to happen, but I don't know if I should be down here, I guess to say. We're just gonna see. We'll say, looks like we can open. A little old security box for the complex. Had to turn the volume down earlier when I started because it was just so loud. I try to also, when I want to do these, I want to kind of put myself in my character's shoes, so to say. Like, obviously, how we got here is, it's whatever. Yeah, we downloaded the game, essentially. That's all we did. But, like, I want to get sucked into a map. So if a map can do that for me, it just gets all the points for me. I just, I want to be engrossed in what I'm seeing and what I'm doing. Got a basketball court here. Oop. I think I took a picture. I just got Gary's Mod, like I said, so not used to all the features and whatnot, just kind of what I've seen in YouTube videos. Doesn't look like we can get back up the fire escape. Doesn't seem like we have a flashlight. But we'll figure all that out soon enough. I'll take the time after this video to kind of look into things. Maybe it's to turn my sensitivity down too. I'll do it later. So it looks like we're going to enter the complex now. So this to be abandoned based off of the description. Oh, that difference in the noise, like the background noise changes. Nice. Kind of makes me feel like I need to be quiet. And there's like an ambience to it too, and there's like sounds you would normally hear if you were to walk into an abandoned building. Something I've done a few times and love to keep doing, but ain't too many abandoned places where I'm at now. Looks like we have a bathroom. I gotta wonder if anyone's watching. Just heard a toilet flush. So I guess maybe this isn't abandoned. Other apartments really like this. I don't know if they're like this in cities. I mean, I've lived in a handful throughout my life, and you know, usually they're just single rooms surrounded by some others, but they're kind of off on their own. They're not a part of like a giant building like this. And this kind of looks like a public bathroom or a communal bathroom. I don't know. Oh, this is a pool. I guess that makes more sense then. Take a dive. Ah, dude, I can't tell you how much I enjoy being able to play this now after so long. I've been wanting to do it for so many years. But like a lot of things in my life, I just always make excuses not to do them. Hence the YouTube channel. Oh man, I could just play stuff like this all day. I know it's probably not the most interesting to a lot of people, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Oh shit. Fucking elevators here, goddamn. Well, just like true RPG faction. That's obviously gonna take us to a different area, so we need to explore everything else. Looks like we have a boiler room. Let's see. Got our control. Ooh. So we got some bread. Some just random bread down here. Figured it'd be more of alcohol, but guess not. I'm gonna take a second to find out how to equip a flashlight. Alright guys, I'm back. I have found the flashlight button. It is F. So screw it, let's go down this hole. You see, the thing is, I'm not even really like expecting to find anything in here, but like any little secret in these maps, you know, it's nice to me. You know, it's like a Easter egg in a way. I'll say, since this is like the same, if I'm understanding right, like the same engine that made Half-Life 2, I believe, right? I'm not entirely sure. It's like this is a different area up there. But this is like the same stuff that or the same engine that made Half-Life 2. You know, it kind of gives me like a nostalgic vibe too. Because I play through all the Half-Life games, you know, and only the 2 there and the DLCs. And they're honestly one of the best games I've played. was kind of late to the whole PC gaming things. Well, since PC gaming kind of like took off, I was playing some PC games when I was a kid, Pajama Sam, you know. But never had that PC able to actually play all these other popular games you always hear about. Now I do. Still not the greatest, could be better. Plan on upgrading it eventually, but we'll get there when we get there. But now that I have a reason and a means to play it, or play these things, I love it. You know, you get AAA games that come out every year, and even then, some of the maps, some of the work they put in those games aren't even like to 1/10 of the detail that goes into somebody that just spent their days making a sandbox map like this. I mean, it's just a small little map. It's just an apartment complex. That's all it is. I don't know what else is in here. There might be some spooky stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. I already got jump scared by the elevator. It might be something else. Let's go upstairs, actually. Looks like we're in a maybe like a lunch area, but not laundry. So we're in the laundry room, and the laundry room has a deli, or a deli counter with some bread. I'll put that back. I say like a series I can compare. You know, I try to play the new Assassin's Creed game, Valhalla, and I just can't play those games anymore. Assassin's Creed, as it is now, just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't even feel like Assassin's Creed anymore. Like, the maps are gigantic, but they just feel so lifeless. You know, like maybe it's just like padding, I guess. But you know, it doesn't feel like there's, you know, anything to them. But a little map like this, jam-packed with stuff, you know, your mind kind of does some imagination or imagining for you. Also, anyone that's actually watching this, if you have any recommendations or anything I can do to maybe make this even more interesting, you know, feel free to leave a comment. It's like we have a kitchen, I guess. I don't really know. Somebody's got to tell me if apartment complexes are like this, like maybe in cities. So I have a lounge room for one. I have a garbage room. Got a poo-poo pee-pee room. This door in my way. Got a little bridge-like area. Got a horse statue down there. You know, I gotta wonder if it's like the Denver airport statue. A lot of people will contribute that to being demonic. And apparently, I believe it has glowing red eyes at night. Thought that was somebody behind us, but it's just us walking on the carpet. Wonder if we can... Yeah, let's see if we can break the windows. I understand this is like the same control scheme as Half-Life. I can't quite remember the controls to it. Oh, hello. Here's a body. I guess he died from being uncomfortable. I don't know anybody that could sleep on a still frame like that. Yeah, I guess if I was tired enough. Check the bathrooms. Now, see, like, this is what I mean by these kind of maps. Now that we see a body here, it makes me wonder, you know, is this place like hiding, you know, a killer? Maybe something that isn't going to chase us per se, but maybe like a little story that we can put together just by exploring. Going up a floor. Definitely a lot of bathrooms here. These must be like New York apartments. Ain't no rooms or anything. Oh, it's a gun and some ammo here. Up the next floor we go. It looks like we're starting to get into just a bunch of repeating rooms. It's kind of hoping that maybe we'd see more variety, but maybe we just haven't gotten to it yet. I also plan for these types of videos where I'm exploring maps like this. That, you know, if we just come across a bunch of the same stuff after a while, you know, I'll probably just wind up ending the video around that point once I kind of decided that I've seen all that there is to see. Just another random setup here. Do not want to call the elevator again. Don't feel like shit in my pants. Yeah, another shower, bathroom, room, whatever this is. Same layout. Yeah, well, you can kind of see that they've taken like this, whatever this section you would call of a floor, and they just flipped it essentially for there. That's why everything's pretty much just the same. Like, yeah, there's the same room, you know, nothing in it. Bathroom. Up to next floor. Let's speed running now. I mean, I like what it is. I like the background noise. I mean, there's definitely some thought that went into all this, but you know, I felt like there could have been a bit more. Looks like we won't be able to get into this room. You know, maybe we can even flip the script and say that this isn't just a bunch of random rooms or, you know, same layouts, but maybe it's like the back rooms in a sense, and we're caught up in, you know, like a loop. Here we go. Something's different here. Got a whole broken floor. It's kind of gives me like Fallout vibes. There's the bathroom though. Guess we can come down here and see what's around. Doesn't look like there's really much to this floor though. Basically just the same layout. Now this would have been a great place to put like a figure or something, like a mannequin. Can't open that door. Yeah, look how dark that room is. Alright, now we're just back to the same. Well, I guess we kind of already went on this floor. Layout same. Now we got a big empty room. Some people are claustrophobic. I feel like I'm the opposite of that. I don't quite know the word for it without looking it up. But walking into a big like empty room like this where there's like nothing to hide behind just makes you feel, I guess, vulnerable. Also looks like we're at the top floor now. Seems like we can come back up. Now we can't walk through here. I wonder if I can break my way in. Looks like we're stuck up here. I guess that's gonna be the map, guys. And I'll leave the name of the map and a link to the Steam workshop page if you're interested in exploring this map yourself. Maybe you have some ideas of something you can do with it, you know, roleplay wise. But I think I'm gonna have to call it here myself. Interesting map. And you know, like I said in the beginning, this is all new to me. So I want to get more into this kind of stuff. I want to be more in depth. I want to find maps that are very interesting. They don't always have to necessarily be horror maps either. But I love it kind of exploring these kind of areas, these user created worlds essentially. And just seeing like what you know, the creators put into it to make it stand out, make it different. Coming up next in these kind of Gmod videos, I have a couple of like horror adventure maps, I guess to say, that I plan to go through. They're more story based. There's more thought in the sense that it's supposed to be like a single player experience, whereas these are basically like, from what I understand, like roleplay maps, but you know, and there's nobody here essentially. They can be used as roleplay maps, but in this type of use, you know, we're just by ourselves, and in a way that can kind of create its own little atmosphere when you're alone in a room like this. But yeah, guys, if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. There's more coming. If you haven't seen the other half of my channel, I do historic brawl videos for MTG on Arena. So if you're interested in that, check those out. But if not, it's all good. No hard feelings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.